Hello everyone, I'm Jessie and welcome to Plot Twists. So today I'm going to be doing a book tag. I was tagged in this particular tag by Hugo over at Scientist Reading World, which I will link his video down below. And this is the Geekology Book Tag. I think even if he had not tagged me in this particular tag, I 100% would be answering these questions because they just really pertain to me and my life. So without further ado, well, let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1. What was a book you read that really made you feel like a geek? I don't know that I have a great... I read a lot of sci-fi, and in general, most sci-fi makes me feel like a big old geek. But there's also a couple books that I've read for work in terms of... I'm a school psychologist, and just some of the books that talk about like psychology research and some of the ways that we... work with kids that struggle. I feel like a lot of those make me feel like a big old geek when I'm reading them on my own time. Question number 2. Show us a favorite collective figure that you have. So I don't collect anything like Funko Pops or any kind of like figurines of any kind, really. So my answer to this question is going to be the cute little porg that I picked up from Disney World this year. I don't know if you guys remember For Real Friends, which when we were kids were battery operated little like stuffed animals kind of thing that you could play with and they would respond to you. But this guy is the exact same thing. You pet him and he coos, and I'll demonstrate. Okay, so super cute. He's adorable. Anyway, that's my favorite. Question number 3. Do you have any clothing that is geek? T-shirts, etc. Show us one of your favorites. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of options that I could have picked for this particular question, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. So if you guys don't know, this is one of my favorite Overwatch characters. And this is just a combo pun of his ultimate comboed with baking, which are two things that I really enjoy. This actually came from a friend who bought this for me for Christmas, and it is probably one of my favorite shirts of all time. And I think that's a good one to show off for this question. Question number 4. Have you ever done cosplay? And if yes, show us what you did. So I have done quite a bit of cosplay, actually. I will post video, link some pictures up here so you can see. But I have previously cosplayed Wonder Woman, Starfire, Poison Ivy. I'm trying to think. We've just done so many. Wonder Woman from Bombshells. Scarlet Witch, Velma from Scooby-Doo, and I'm sure there's a couple more that I can't think of off the top of my head, but like I said, I'll link some pictures up above so you guys can see. Question number 5. What is the last comic or graphic novel that you read? I think the last graphic novel that I read was the 3 volumes of White Sand by Brandon Sanderson, but outside of that, I've been working my way through the manga Death Note. Also pictured kind of up here, you can see, I have the first 3 volumes of Pokemon Adventures, and I think that was one of my recent reads as well. I read volume 1. Yes, but in general, I read a lot of comics and graphic novels. That's not out of the ordinary to see that I've read one in any given month. I've probably read 15 plus this year already, so I don't know. Question number 6. What is your favorite video game? This is always one of the most loaded questions that has ever existed, because when you are a gamer that plays a lot of video games, how can you possibly just pick one? So I think I'm going to give you a few. So in general, I have a lot of nostalgia for Super Nintendo. That's the first video game system I ever played, and on that particular system, 2 of my favorite games, without a doubt, are Super Mario World and A Link to the Past. Nothing gives me more nostalgia than these 2 games. But that being said, I'm also a huge fan of the Switch as well, and some of the modern Nintendo games. Breath of the Wild was iconic and gorgeous. I loved Mario Odyssey. In general, for other Nintendo properties, I also adore Animal Crossing. I really enjoy Metroid. I don't know. Chances are, if it's a Nintendo property, I own it, I've played it, I enjoy it. Outside of Nintendo, I'm also a huge fan of the BioShock franchise. I have played all of those multiple times. They're some of my favorite games, without a doubt. Man, I just don't know. There's so many games I could talk about, but I think that's where I'm going to leave that question with. So, question number 7. What is your favorite manga/anime? So, my exposure to manga/anime is not super extensive. It's getting better as the years go on, and I expose myself to more. So I think my answer to this has to be Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon is one of my comfort TV shows that I can come back to at any point when I'm having a rough day, and it just instantly cheers me up. Just the stories are so good. I love the characters, and I just love watching them transform. The 7-year-old girl inside of me just loves everything about this. Outside of that, I really have been enjoying Death Note. My previous exposure to anime/manga has all been a lot sillier, and reading a more serious based manga has been an excellent experience. My plan is to finish reading the entire series and then watch it. So, I have really been enjoying that. If you guys have any recommendations for more manga or anime that you think I might enjoy based on my channel or what you know about me or my content or whatever, please leave recommendations down below, because I'm always looking for something new. Question number 8. Do you play board games, and do you have any? Okay. I could talk about this, or I could show you. Okay, friends, so the question was, do I own any board games? So this is my first board game shelf. As you can see, it's pretty full. But we also have this whole corner. These are all board games all the way down. In terms of some of my favorite board games, again, I feel like this is a loaded question, just like video games. I could talk about my favorites for literal days. We could sit here for days and hear me talk about some of my favorite board games. But if I had to just pick a couple, I would pick. I really enjoy the Villainous games and their expansions. Disney is a huge part of my life, and this is a really deep and intense Disney-based board game system, so I really enjoyed that. I also enjoy a lot of party games. We play things like Dixit or Telestrations or anything like that. I also really enjoy a lot of the world-building games, like age advancement games, like Seven Wonders. We have a 2-player dual version that we play quite frequently. I also really like games like Betrayal at House on the Hill, where there's particular storylines, and they are chosen by the game, and then you play them based on what's written in books. We also do a lot of card builders, like the DC deck building game or Dominion. Man, guys, I don't know. We basically just play a little of everything. I own a little of everything. Yeah. Okay, so that's the last question for this particular tag. I assume by now you can see why I was super intrigued to do this particular one, because like I said, I just have a lot to talk about. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications of my new videos. I post videos every 5 or so days, so look forward to that, and I will, actually, before I go, I should probably tag some people in this particular video. I'm not exactly sure who I want to tag, so I will leave that in the comments down below. So check down below and see if I've tagged you in this video. Alright friends, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!